Hi, I'm Andy Steck. I'm your instructor for teaching Social Studies K-8. This is the syllabus for this semester, and I want to stroll through the syllabus and then give you an overview of the Blackboard for the course. So looking at the syllabus, you'll see that we have a mission that involves caring, excellence, leadership, and diversity. Those are our 4 pillars to our college of education organizational leadership. We are NCATE or CAPE accredited, and that means that if you decide to leave the state after you have your degree, that you can go on to get your credential in another state. And for 22 of those states, we have a reciprocal agreement, meaning that you might not need to take a whole lot of additional courses. So it's really important that you attend schools that are NCATE or CAPE accredited. Our dispositions are dispositions of character, intellect, and caring, and I will look at those throughout the semester as you demonstrate all of those dispositions. The course description is that we're going to learn to teach social studies in an integrated way. We're going to integrate it into subjects such as math and science and English language arts and reading. The course objectives are as stated here in the syllabus. And all of the assignments match up to one or more of the course objectives. The required text is Suno and Haas. It's the 2011. It happens to be the 4th edition. If you get another edition, you might have difficulty in figuring out the page numbers when I give you a page number to look in the text. We will be using the text, and you should either rent or purchase the textbook. We're also going to be looking at the standards. There aren't Common Core standards for social studies yet, but we will use the writing and the literacy standards for social studies as well, which are the Common Core standards, and then we will also be using the social studies standards. You do not have to purchase the recommended text. It just has some ideas, but you can get lots of ideas off of the internet as well. These are the assignments. We're going to start off with an annual pacing schedule. That is something teachers do every year, usually during the summer with a group of teachers, and you're going to create one for social studies, and we'll talk more about that as the semester moves on. You'll also compare 2 texts, a fictional and a more of an informational text, and you're going to put those 2 together on a certain topic, teaching in social studies. And then you're going to go off and you're going to experience some other culture in some way. Maybe it's a festival, maybe it's a church, maybe you're going to go to some place other than what your culture would be used to, what you would be used to in your culture. You're going to create an integrated lesson plan. We talked a little bit about how social studies can be integrated into lots of other subject areas. You're also going to create a unit outline. You won't be creating a unit per se, but an outline that you will find, I think, very informative in how to create a unit of instruction for students. It'll be more than a lesson plan. It could be lots of lesson plans, but we aren't going to create a lesson plan for the unit, but we are going to create the unit outline. And then you're going to investigate some technology, something that's related to social studies that you could probably use in your social studies class. Our community service this semester will be the Family Learning Conference on April 30th. You'll need to mark your calendars. You'll need to be there all day. Please make sure you clear your calendars. I'm telling you this now. I don't want you to get in the middle of the semester and say, oh my gosh, I have something planned that day. For the most part, please make sure it's cleared. You'll also need to clear for Tuesday, April 4th or Friday, April 29th. That's the day before the conference, the 29th is. The 4th is for a book sorting day. If you can do both, that's great. We need to put about 20 hours of community service in, and this is going to be your community service project, all of you, this semester. If you have any problems or any issues, please let me know. Then, last but not least, is our final exam, which is our professional portfolio, e-portfolio. You may already have started that in another class. If you've had me for another class, you certainly have started it. If you haven't, then you'll have to create one. These are the number of points you'll receive this semester unless I make some alterations in that. And then these are the grades that are the equivalent of letter grades. What you see here is the schedule, the weekly schedule, so you'll know what topic we're going to talk about and when an assignment is due. And I'll try to remind you of that too along the way as well. When you work online, it's a little bit harder than when you're working face-to-face because you have to be self-directed. You have to be more independent. There'll be some group work you'll do, but for the most part, you'll have to keep on top of this yourself. You see it here, you need to follow it. That's part of working online, is that you don't have those constant reminders, although I will give you some along the way that if I saw you in class that you would have. Please don't plagiarize. Give anybody credit for whatever ideas you use. You need to work online. You don't get credit unless you're working online. Usually there's about 3 hours worth of work, which is what you'd be in class for just the activities and the readings, and then you would have the assignments on top of that. So you need to know there is quite a bit of work for this class, but you can do it. It's not out of sight for you to do it. It just will require you to do some work more than what maybe you would expect online, but I've had past students who have told me that they're able to do it without too much of a problem. But you need to be dedicated. The weeks of work stop at the end of the week. And so if you don't work on that week and get the work done, you may not be able to go back to it. You'll have to plead your case. Usually I give you about 9 days. I start the Friday before the actual week that it's due. So you have 2 full weekends to work on it. Don't wait for the second weekend, because if there's group work, you won't be able to participate in the group work. It will be done before you get there. So I would say a great way to approach your work is go to the group work first. Make sure if there is group work, not every week, but lots of weeks there is group work. Do the group work first, get it out of the way, and then you come back and do the independent work when you have time. If you have any problems with Blackboard, call Blackboard. Do not use it as an excuse that you can't turn an assignment in. I don't accept it. They have great hours. I put it on the home page of Blackboard. And you can go to the library if you need to. It's in the library. It's where they work, and they'll help you out. They're great at it, and they'll return your emails. They'll return your calls very promptly. But please do not use it as an excuse. My Blackboard's not working. I can't turn in an assignment, because I won't take that as an excuse. If you have a disability, just let me know. I can give you accommodations for that and help you out along the way. Here are some recommended websites. There are lots and lots. These are just a few. And I end with a bibliography of what I use to help create the syllabus and the work that you'll be doing in the semester. So that's the syllabus. I'm going to go back to Blackboard. Here's a home page. There'll be announcements on the home page. And you can read the announcements here. I do announcements almost every single week. I will also try to send them as an email to you as well. We went on the syllabus. This is the page here, weekly lessons that you're on now that you've got to. And you'll see all the weeks here, but you only have 1 week. You only have the first week. And there is an explanation of the first week on a video that you see that here, that you'll be able to follow along and make sure you know. And I try to do that every single week for you as well. Here's a question and answers wiki, the social studies journal that you put some of your work in, lesson plans and objectives. This is an updated page that has a video of the instructional objectives, and I want written in a particular way, and it's ABCD. I think the second week there is an activity in which you'll write some objectives, and I'm going to expect that you know how to write these in the ABCD method. Here is some additional information if you're not used to writing that. If you've had me before, you'll know how to write them. If you need help, I use WebEx to meet with you virtually, and I can go through and help you write objectives. I can look at your work, but you do need to have a WebEx account. They are free for La Verna students, and you just need to call OIT and ask to set up an account, and they will help you do that. And then you could contact me through WebEx. You can also always come in and talk to me in my office too. I have office hours on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but if you can't make those office hours, then we certainly can meet virtually. I'm very happy to do that with you at any time that you need to do that. Wikis, class blogs, discussions, these are groups, these are tools that you will be using this semester. These are all of the assignments down through this part here. So if you need to know about an assignment, here's the annual pacing schedule, the very first one. These are the guides you'll be using. These are the exemplars, so you can see what people have done. Here is the Dropbox that you will, in every single assignment page has a Dropbox in it. And here's the learning target. The learning target is the description. It tells you how you can get an A, how you can get a B in the assignment. So that's the overview of the course for the semester. Again, I start on the Friday before the actual week. So, for instance, you're looking at this now, it's not even Friday yet, I'm sure, and you have all weekend plus all next week to start and the following weekend. I turn it off on Sunday at 11:59. I started on that previous Friday, 9 days ahead of that, at 11:59. So if you click stay up on Friday night, you can start working and you'll have 9 days to complete all of the work. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to email me or text me. My contact information is on the blackboard on the syllabus. It has my cell phone number. If you text me, tell me who you are, because I won't know you by your phone number. And that's what comes up, and I'll write back, who is this? So please let me know who you are if you're going to text me. If you're going to email me, I will know who you are when I see your email. But please don't hesitate to ask me. I try to get back as promptly as I can within the day, sometimes within the minute, sometimes within the hour. But I've been known to be very efficient, and I'll try to remain being that way. If you notice that I'm not getting back to you soon enough, please don't hesitate to say something to me. I'm always trying to improve my teaching, my Blackboard. If you have suggestions or ideas, please drop them by me. I'm very willing to listen, and if it makes sense to me and it improves the work for you and makes you more successful, I'm very happy to do that. So I will end this video now. I wish you much success this semester. Please know I'm here for you, and I'm willing to work with you in whatever capacity it takes. Enjoy.